Hey, Britt, we gotta get out of the office.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Road trip with Randy!
All right, welcome to a Road Trips with Randy.
Vroom, vroom, baby.
Today we're going to call it Road Trips with Ashley and Brittany.
Yeah,
Because this is probably someplace I wouldn't come to.
You don't think you could do this? Come on,
I know it's great for strength and for flexibility and everything like that. I've spent the last couple of weeks lifting 150-pound posts out of mud for my exercise.
Okay.
So I'm getting exercise, but not the same kind you guys are going to get today.
Okay, so I think from what I understand, but I'm really excited to learn more from Kimberly Page, who owns Rooted Yoga. This is a very unique yoga practice.
Yes.
So I think
It's not so much exercise, Randy,
Right,
is what we're learning.
It's mental, well-being, I think. So, but I think we're going to learn more about that, and then a lot of stuff I didn't know just talking to her. So I'm excited to kind of share that with everybody else. But yeah. Brought to you by Quincy. We're here at Rooted Yoga, and we're going to get our yoga on and see what Kimberly, see what Kimberly brings to the Quincy area, and maybe share this experience with you so you can try Rooted Yoga.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So
Let's
stick
go
with
in.
us. All right.
Oh, no shoes?
No shoes, food, or drink.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, this is so exciting. Also, we have a class that is here.
Yes, thanks for organizing this
graciously
class.
Willing to practice with us as we do our first trauma
bear with us.
response yoga. Is that what it's
trauma sensitive yoga.
trauma sensitive.
Yeah, TSY.
So this is Kimberly Page. She owns Rooted Yoga here in Quincy, and we're going to go through. It's unique to experience this, I think, right? So why don't you tell us a little bit more about what trauma sensitive yoga is? And give us kind of a comparison of what I call regular yoga, and I don't even know if that's the right terminology, right? That's why we're here, is to learn.
It is, yeah. So we do trauma sensitive yoga. I'm trained as a neuropsychologist, and I found myself writing a lot of prescriptions for people to do yoga, and then started doing yoga in the clinic and yoga in the Rape Crisis Center. And the yoga is truly different because instead of asking you to do a certain thing with your body and look a certain way and have your posture exactly as the textbook asks, we ask that you feel your body, you notice where in your body you can feel, and then you make a choice about what to do with your body. So we give a lot more options, but the big thing is we ask you to physically feel your body in the present moment without judgment. Your body will never be able to do the same thing. I recently had ACL surgery, and for me, I practiced fully accessible by feeling and respecting my body.
So don't strain yourself, is what you're saying.
Physically, yes. I ask you not to strain yourself,
Yes.
right? If it hurts, don't do it.
Yes.
But mentally,
Okay.
if it hurts, don't do it.
All right.
So you were speaking earlier, some poses in traditional yoga, which we can get more into the differences in just a moment, but some people may not feel comfortable with specific poses, and you demonstrated some, and it is not something obvious, maybe not something obvious to someone who hasn't gone through trauma in that sense, but some of it is could be very uncomfortable. So
Triggering.
Yeah, so you're very mindful about that here at Rooted Yoga, and you were talking about, I was looking on your website, and it was,
stalker.
right? I had to do my
We have
homework.
to do research.
Yeah, so you are considered a yogi with 500 hours. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I'm assuming it's a certificate, right?
Yes, so I'm registered with Yoga Alliance as a 500-hour teacher. So that means that I've gone through 2 trainings. One of them is 200 hours, and the other one is 300 hours. So a combined 500 hours. We also have continuing education requirements and things.
Yeah. So the differences in the practices of yoga, you were spitting all kinds of crazy words at me that I have never heard before. So I know that I haven't heard it, and I'm sure other people don't really understand the differences either. Can you run us through a little bit of that?
Sure.
Okay.
So the umbrella of Hatha yoga, which is maybe traditional yoga as you think, is posture-based yoga, where we also incorporate breathing. split into several schools in India back in the day. So originally founded by Bishnu Ghosh, currently we're in an Iyengar-based space, so you'll see some ropes in the other room and props everywhere that you won't see in a traditional space.
Okay.
So BKS Iyengar split off in purely very interested in postures and alignment-based yoga. The Ashtanga lineage split off, and under that, there's the Ashtanga primary, intermediate, and 2 of the advanced series. And that's where I originally trained, is in the Ashtanga series. They say that we're the strong people because we do just tons of push-ups.
Yeah, okay.
All the push-ups. And then under the 3rd lineage is sort of more the vinyasa-based lineage. And recently, still living today, is the Bikram family and the more hot yoga. They do the 26 and 2 series. And so prescribed yoga series that all came from the original 84. And how do you take those 84 and adapt these different lineages to what people's bodies are capable of? Not just push them into what they're capable of, but ask them to feel their body in the present, and then to make a choice about what to do with it.
Gotcha. So you mentioned earlier that you have people that sometimes just come here and meditate,
Yes,
right?
that
Which
is the yoga.
Yeah.
So originally, before the postures, go pre-Bishnu Ghosh, pre-umbrella, there was the origin of yoga. Yoga is stilling the waves of the mind. If you read the book and you crack it open textbook style, yoga is stilling the waves of the mind.
I think we all need that.
And can you do that while you're moving? If you're running, you're jumping, you're doing burpees. Some people do. They
Yeah.
still their mind with motion, right? And so the Ashtanga-based lineage will move and breathe, and there's prescribed breath counts that we have to learn, because once we learn that, we can flow quite literally through it,
Yeah.
stilling the mind through motion. Originally, yoga was no motion. It was the meditation without motion.
Interesting.
Just feeling your thoughts and your body in the present without judgment.
Yeah.
Everybody's brain spins. Some people's brains spin like a hamster running in a wheel.
Mine.
Yeah.
With practice, hence calling it the yoga practice, the practice, with practice and training, you'll learn to notice your thoughts, notice how your body feels, and recognize the impermanence of it. Your thought will change.
Right.
The feeling in your body will change. How can you learn to recognize, what do I do with my body right now to make it feel better? You're walking through the grocery store and you see that chick that was in the carpool line.
Yeah.
She honked at you and you're not feeling it, right? So what can you do? You can twist. And that feeling that you get in your stomach, you can twist it out. How do you bring the practice from the mat to outside?
Right.
And that's really what we care about.
Yeah, which I think everybody can use that. Everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's dealing with their own shit, right? Everybody has stuff going on. So I think anything that you can do to kind of help practice easing your mind, quieting your mind, stilling your mind, you know, I think that's what you called it, right? Stilling your mind.
Yes, still the waves of the mind.
Yeah, so I think we can all relate to needing that in some point in our lives. So I'm
Absolutely.
really excited to do this. One interesting thing is the fee, right?
Yes, that's what I discovered you a little bit on Facebook through that, and I was like, wait, what? So
Yes.
the fact that this is donation based is a pretty
Quite literally.
Quite literally.
Quite literally. Some people's donation is what we call sweat equity.
Yeah.
Okay.
You donate your time and your sweat.
And then how can they get a hold of you or find out when your classes are being held? Is it all on your website
Sure.
and Facebook?
So we hope, a pretty good job with social media, but our Facebook, our Instagram are at Rooted Quincy, and our registration is done through Momo Yoga. So it's momoyoga.com/Rooted Quincy.
All right.
Yeah, I get on there, like I said, I was stalking, and the whole, I mean, it's very intriguing to me, and then I walk into the studio and I'm like, okay, this is perfect. This is a perfect
It is,
place to practice,
yes.
right? So talking about studio, this is relatively new in this area, right? In this actual studio?
Yes, so this studio was established 30 years ago by Jan Barrett, who's also from a behavioral health side, and she practices strict Iyengar yoga.
Okay.
And Jan is kind enough to allow us to share the space with her during the times whenever she's not here.
Excellent, yeah.
And then what times are you here generally? Just as
9 a.m., girl.
Really?
9 a.m.,
Oh,
Monday through Friday, and
Really?
Saturday at 9 a.m. we're at the farmer's market.
Really?
We also have an evening class a couple days a week, but we are the farmer's market yoga, so if
Okay.
you go to the Quincy farmer's market and you'd like to practice yoga, that's where we started being donation based.
Awesome.
And then we noticed that some of the donations that came in were rather sizable.
Yeah.
To make a place.
That's
Air
excellent.
conditioning.
It's interesting. I mean, in a 30-minute class, I got a $300 donation.
Nice.
Right? You never know what something is worth to someone.
Right.
But we hope that certainly some people pay a rate per month that they believe that we're worth, and they come 5-6 times a week. It's going to even out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the principles of yoga. Is yoga is not capitalist.
Right.
Yoga is not you belong to one studio, you pay one person. I have an overhead. I'm capable of paying my overhead from other employment.
Right.
All right.
Excellent.
But for me, it's yoga is for everybody, and yoga is accessible. And it's only accessible for everybody if they can afford to walk in the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. And also, just real quick, because we can't not mention the little dudes over here, right? So this is a family affair as well, right?
Yeah, everybody is welcome all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So if you have your child and they are 6 months old, bring your child.
Okay.
If your child is at lower setting of the block, turn the block lower. Let's be safe, sir. Thank you. These are my sons. They're 8 and 10 years old, and yoga is for everybody. And they're moms who cannot come during the day because they're a caregiver, cannot come in the evenings because they have their children. And what we find is that the sooner that you put a child in a practice space and they see other people practicing around them, they learn boundaries. They learn, this is my mat, that is your mat. These are my blocks, those are your blocks. And the same principles that we practice of stilling the waves of the mind, children need that. Actually, the state of Illinois just passed a bill that grants the ability for PE to become yoga and meditation, and there's money set aside through the Department of Education in Illinois to bring yoga and meditation into schools because of how profoundly it is impacting young brains.
Excellent. So one of the things that you mentioned, because you said, some people, they like the guided meditation, they like the guided yoga, and some people just do what they want. But I want to make sure that people understand you can come and practice in the way that's appropriate for you, for your body, but you also do guided yoga.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're not just coming to come up with their own moves. It's actually guided.
Yes.
And it is an actual class that they come and attend. So
there are times when I teach a class where I stand up here and I make recommendations of, let's do tree, and I talk you through how to get into tree and how to breathe in tree, and everybody is doing tree, and it's a nice, still, happy environment. We're all very excited. And there are times when I'm up here and I've got a script in my head and I realize the people that are here are incapable of doing what's in my head.
Right.
That's when I'm glad that I have enough training to be able to diverge from the script. The script doesn't exist.
Right.
Right. Our whole conversation is improvisational. To have a written down script and then find out that somebody can't be on their knees or can't put weight on their wrists, I must adapt in that moment. I have to be able to help you create your own adventure.
Yeah.
Right. Ultimately, people come in because they want to feel well and they want to feel better when they leave.
Absolutely.
It's not about me showing my practice on a platform. It's about you leaving feeling changed for the better.
Love it.
Yes.
So what do people need to bring if they come to a class?
Well, I would say bring a mat, but we have lots of extra mats. Technically, you should bring something that you're comfortable in. Yesterday, I practiced in jeans.
Okay.
Right? I've practiced in skirts and dresses before, so you need to bring yourself something you feel comfortable in, potentially something to drink, but we have a water fountain. Okay, I think you need to bring yourself.
Yeah.
I need to sign you my liability waiver.
There you go. Perfect. Check. So
You check those boxes. I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's check it out. Bear with me, okay? This might be funny.
This is why it's trauma-sensitive yoga,
Okay.
because you may feel like people are watching your body,
Yeah.
but the
Oh,
mirror
they're watching
neurons in the
us.
brain, you may have somebody who's watching and laughing at home right now, and I see you.
Yes.
Right?
And I just had scoreboard cheese balls, so I'm like, oh, Lord.
I've
yeah.
practiced after Burger King and Taco Bell before, and girl,
Yeah.
you'll feel it.
Okay.
You will
Yeah.
feel your body
I hope
in
you
your
guys
esophagus.
don't feel it. I'm sorry.
But when people are at home and they're watching, your brain has mirror neurons. And when they see you do something, their brain will fire in that place while they watch it.
Okay.
And if you think about it later, your brain will fire again in that place while you think about it. So while people are watching you, they're not actually watching you, they're quite literally practicing with you in their minds.
All right, I'm gonna take your word for it, but yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to
Fire
get this
away.
started. Yeah, I'm ready to get this started. Okay, let's rock.
All right.
All right. Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
What kind of shows will you see on Muddy River Gems each month? The same award-winning storytelling from Mark McDonald and crew that you enjoyed for nearly 20 years on PBS. Muddy River Gems with host Mark McDonald. A new episode every month online from Muddy River News.
And when we're ready, we are going to begin welcoming our practice by feeling our breath. Go ahead and shift your weight a little bit left and right. Try to feel as even as you can between both sides. We're going to create some harmony in the body today. Allow your shoulders to roll back, lift through the front of the chest. Pull your belly button in just a little bit. Support your core from your belly all the way in towards your back. And start to soften in your face. Find your resting yoga face, girl. And notice how your body feels in the present moment. Notice where in your body you can feel. If you can, start to feel your pulse. Feel the life force, the blood rushing through the body. Start to check in with the rate of your pulse. We're going to try to slow that down by taking deep diaphragmatic breaths. Let's place one hand on our heart and one on our bellies. And as you breathe in a way that puffs out your goldfish belly on the low part of the belly. We're going to use our diaphragm to slow down our vagus nerve. Inhale deeply, breathe in. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Fully exhale your air. Make space for your next breath. And on the next inhale, relaxing the shoulders, the elbows, breathing in, supporting the ribs tall. And on the exhale, relaxing the breath. Yes, relaxing the eyes, the nose, and the face, calming the jaw. Next breath, inhale deeply. Notice where in your body you feel your exhale as you release your air with control. Gently relax the arms to the side. We're going to welcome our practice by nodding yes. Inhale, reach the hands, the eyes up. And exhale, drop the chin to the chest, release the hands. 2 more breaths. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward reaching hands. And exhale, releasing the arms, the chin down. Breath 3, inhale, reaching up, looking up, stretching tall. And exhale, releasing the arms down to the side. Seated twisting. Let's inhale, reach up again, straighten the spine up. And on your exhale, opposite hand, opposite knee. Maybe right hand to left knee, dropping the back arm behind you. Relax your back shoulder and your front shoulder as you sit up tall, and lift your back hand and make sure you're not sitting back so far, taking a sleigh ride that you fall backwards. When you're ready, next breath, inhale a little taller. And on your exhale, pull in the belly button and twist maybe the eyes towards the back shoulder. Let's shift our gaze and focus on where we place our eyes. Next inhale, reach your arms, your eyes up, re-straighten the spine. And on your exhale, opposite hand, opposite knee, twisting the other direction. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. It's trauma-sensitive yoga. If you feel like you're doing something wrong right now, you're not. The only thing you're doing wrong is having the thought that you're doing something wrong.
I'm having fun.
You're doing it right, girl. Relax your shoulders. Sit up a little taller on your inhale, pulling the belly in towards the spine. And on the exhale, eyes towards the back shoulder. Complete your twist. Hips in one direction, chin in the other. Gently finding your reach, your arms, your eyes up. Inhale, stretching upwards. And on the exhale, we're going to forward fold. Gently drop your fingertips in front of you. Climb your fingertips forward. Roll your shoulders back. Stretch your chin forward. Look where you'd like to go. And then gently release your air as you fold forward. You can leave the forearms on the mat, or you can crawl the arms gently forwards. And then shoulders still back, chest still forward. Use the hands to pull, to yoga scrub your way forward. Take a final breath. Inhale, half lift, plant your fingertips, stretch a little bit up, leave your low sacrum where it is, don't hurt your low back coming up. And on your exhale, back up to center. Switch your legs to the non-preferred side. Take the cross that you enjoy, flip it out. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
How often do you sit crisscross applesauce on the other
strange.
side? Do it without judgment.
I feel lopsided.
You are lopsided.
Yeah.
We're going to make a little harmony in the body, though. Appreciate the lopsided without judgment. And when we're ready, we're going to learn eagle arms. Inhale, reach your arms super wide. And then on your exhale, give yourself a hug. Place one arm on the bottom. Crawl your fingertips towards the back center. Give yourself a little massage in between your shoulder blades. And then we're going to take the backs of the arms and relax the backs of the arms up towards each other. Maybe the backs of our hands touch each other. Maybe we stay in our hug. If bringing the backs of the arms up is not comfortable, hug. And when we're ready, maybe front hand comes forward, long arm forward, kind of tomahawk style. I'm a Texas A&M Aggie, so this is sacrilege. And then take your hand and cruise onto the front for a full eagle. Option to stay here, backs of the hands, and option to stay in your hug. Nice. We love a hug. And that's a trauma-sensitive choice. And that you made a choice today, that's huge. How often do you have permission to make your own choice about what to do with your body? All the time. Right. That is the correct answer. Let's switch sides. Gently unwind the arms if they're wound. Release the arms. Come out into your big Michael Phelps arms. Inhale super wide, and on your exhale, cross the arms across the chest. We'll go to the other side. Gently crawling the hands back, finding the shoulder blades, giving them a little bit of loosening, allowing them to relax, maybe staying in your hug. Perhaps inhale, backs of the arms up towards each other, and on your exhale, tomahawk hand comes forwards, and then maybe two fingers pointing up. Maybe you look right in between your fingers. Option to pull the arms down in the Bikram lineage. Option to stretch the arms to the 90 and pull them away from you in the Patabi Joyce lineage. Two options. Notice which one your body enjoys the most and take that option as you breathe. The most important thing is the breathing, girl.
I feel like it looks strange, but it feels good.
Yeah.
If you have a desk job, if you drive a lot, this is it.
Yeah, I can feel it. It feels really good.
Nice, you're feeling your body. Gently relax your arms. Inhale, give yourself a hug, and on your exhale, we'll relax the shoulders. Bring the hands into the mat. And when we're on our hands, really important instruction here, do not place the wrists flat and be right up on top of the wrists. We're gonna balance here on the back pad of the hand between thumb and pinky. And you're going to place your weight a little bit up between thumb and pinky, and you're going to leave a tent under the palm of your hand and use your fingers just like you'd use your toes. So as you start to fall forward, we'll push into our fingers to come back. And if you start to fall back, we'll shift our weight forward more into our fingers. Let's take a couple of circles around in any direction, noticing where in your body you feel taking circles on your hands. Continuing to connect with the breath. Yeah, we'll get to a place where there's one breath in the class and where everybody stays on one breath and we practice with one lung together. When you're ready, gently pull in your belly button, push into your shoulders. We'll shrug the shoulders up, 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 keep them up, and then send maybe the right leg back, stretching the heel back, pulling in the belly button, crown of the head forward. We're gonna find a traction as the heel goes back and the head goes forwards. And the option is to stay here with the foot on the mat. Perhaps you'd like to float the heel up, maybe to parallel. Perhaps we're still looking down. If you look up, go ahead and look up for a second, do something wrong. You feel like crunching the back of your spine? Now look down again. You're creating a long spine from the base of your bum all the way through the top of your head. Option to transfer your weight into opposite hand, opposite knee. Reach the opposite arm forward. So if your right leg is back, your left arm is maybe forward. And you could stretch it super, super forward, bringing your shoulder towards your ear. Maybe you roll your shoulder down and back, keeping your shoulder away from your ear. And take a breath here. Noticing where in your body you feel the alternative arm and leg stretch. And gently we're going to set down the hand, set down the foot. We're going to take the foot and cross the foot to the other side. Maybe it moves over to the left side of the body and we gently look over to the left. We're making space in the right side of the ribs. Go ahead and breathe in the right side of your ribs. Meditate and think about the right side of the body. Sending your leg back behind you. Inhale, tuck the toes and feel the hand. And on your exhale, float your left knee. Maybe stay here. Perhaps you want to take a three-legged dog. You want to bring your right toes a little bit more towards you. Lower your heart down towards your knee, just like a down dog traditionally. And then send that left leg up into the air. Breathe deep. Let's return from whence we came. Inhale, drop down on that left knee, stretch your right leg back, and on your exhale, return to your tabletop. Option to stay here. Maybe you twist the spine left and right. You can take some C's with the spine. You can roll everything around in big circles. Or you can take some traditional cat-cows, where you send the hips and the heart up. And then the hips tuck and the heart reaches as we allow the shoulders to spread. Take a moment, take the motion that's comfortable for your body and it feels right for you. That weird thing that makes your body feel better right now, like do that thing. And then when you're ready, return to your tabletop, press into your feet, press into the palms of the hand, the fingertips, send the left leg back. Inhale, heel back, crown of the head forward, and on your exhale, float the leg. Maybe staying here, perhaps allowing the weight to shift into opposite knee, opposite hand. Option to reach opposite arm forward. Stretch it way forward as you stretch your heel back. And then pull the shoulder back and down. Maybe allowing the body to feel the stretch. Perhaps feeling the weight of the body. And when you're ready, on your next breath, inhale, lower your arm, lower your foot. And on your exhale, send your foot over to the other side, perhaps looking over towards your back toes, shifting your drishti to pada drishti, your foot. And breathing into the left side of the body, opening the left ribs. Option to stay here if you're enjoying your posture. Perhaps you'd like to send your foot back. Inhale, tuck 2 sets of the toes, and on your exhale, we'll transition to three-legged dog. Come into the back part of the back of the hand, sending the heart down, laying your heart down towards your back thigh, maybe really pushing into that left leg, and then sending the right leg up and back to your three-legged dog.
Kimberly, that was amazing. After I just said I needed it after my day today, and I definitely will have to come back. Brittany,
Yes.
you and I, we didn't look as good as the rest of the class.
No, I didn't know what I was. She's like, do your left arm, and I'm lifting my right.
Yeah, well,
so
yeah, obviously
but
we
no
don't know
shame.
our left from right, but as she said, you know, through the entire course, it was maybe, possibly, perhaps, do what you will, feel yourself. I definitely felt myself, okay? I was like, okay, this is good. There were times where I felt that I couldn't do something, so I changed it or altered the position a little bit, which was really nice, and I love the no judgment because I think a lot of places that you go, you do tend to feel like people are watching you.
Yes.
Especially if you get your left foot wrong or, you know, Brittany and I.
but yeah, I felt the no judgment thing. I've been to other yoga studios in the past, and it is intimidating because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I think I'm going to be back to check it out.
In general, women are more flexible than guys are.
False.
Well,
Originally, it was
okay.
illegal for women to practice yoga.
Well,
Yogis
okay.
were only men, and indeed, yoginis were little yogis. Women are called yoginis. It's almost inferior.
Okay. Well, what I was going to ask is do you notice anything, a difference in how long it takes males versus females to get used to doing this?
So this is just anecdotal. It's not a significant data point, but men tend to enjoy the arm balances more. They enjoy the more power-heavy poses. They like the hip opener things. I think men can do like the Malasana yogi squat quite a bit better than women. They like to crow better than women. But I think the women, they tend to enjoy things that are more meditation based. And this is BS, right? Because I'm a non-binary person and I like yoga.
Right. Well, I think it was refreshing. Also, like I said, very much needed. I recommend it 100% just to, come in, check it out. As, mentioned, it's donation based, so you have nothing to lose, and definitely, some mindfulness to gain, and my body definitely feels better. So I 10 out of 10 recommend.
It's something that Quincy has to offer that might not be known to everyone. Right. So thank you to see Quincy.
Yeah, thank you, see Quincy. This was definitely one of my favorite road trips.
Yes.
I mean, we always do fun things, but this one it hit at the right time. I'm glad to know that you're here. And one more time, will you let everybody know the address?
Yes.
Okay.
We are at 640 South 5th Street, and you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Rooted Quincy. And if you're looking to sign up, it's momoyoga.com/rootedquincy.
Yep. Yes.
Thank you very much,
so
Kimberly.
What do you say? Do you say namaste, or is that something that's not?
Oh, we totally do.
Okay.
It means peace.
All right.
Yes,
that, right?
we do.
All right. Okay. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Peace be with you. I thank you for practicing with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.